Hello, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. It is February 14th, and we're not doing Valentine projects today. I mean, I figured at this point, you probably already have your Valentine's things, right? So we're not doing Valentine's Day today, but I just wanted to wish you guys a happy Valentine's Day. I mean, it's just, another day. I get things for my kids and it's more exciting for them, going to school, trading candy. My daughter came in here, well, she said in the house, remember last year when you gave me a bunch of little cute tree packages and I took them to school? I really want to do that again. Did y'all just see that? That was like a feather falling down behind me. I don't know. Was it a feather? Was it a trick of the screen? I don't know. But anyway, so we came in here last night, pulled out all the Valentine's things that we've made, changed a few sentiments because, they don't want to say I love you to anybody in their school, their friends. That's weird. So we changed some things up, changed some candy, and she left this morning with a bag of very cute Stampin' Up! Projects. Now they're probably all in the trash at the high school, and the candy is getting eaten. But whatever, whatever. At least she wanted to take them, I guess. Better than not giving them to anybody. Today we're going to use a bundle called Linked Together. And this bundle, usually our bundles have two things, stamp and die, stamp and punch. This bundle has the stamps. And I want you guys to think of these three things without the others. Because usually, like if you get a die set, the dies can't necessarily, they can be used, maybe a few of them without the stamps, or the stamps, you really want the dies. These can all be used independently. The stamp set is all words. Enjoy. There's one that says enjoy. That pretty much can go on about 80% of the things that we make, right? Just a note, very broad. So the stamp set is very good. Then the dies, look at the dies. This little diamond shape, the lattice, and the stitched oval. Well, and this one too, I love. I've actually been using this quite a bit with other things. So you've got the stamp, the dies, and then you've got 6 masks. And when I first pulled these masks out, I was like, wow, that's a lot of masking. And so I attempted to use all of them on one piece of paper. It's a lot. So I think what you do with these really is you mix and match. Maybe you use 3 of them, maybe use 2 of them. On one of the projects, we're just going to use 1. I think if you get them, you should try to use all 5 of them. See if you like it. To me, it was too much. I kept that little paper. It was like, whoa, it was a lot going on. And you lose some of the color because you're just adding. But they're really cool. They have this notch at the top so you always can remember, okay, my notch is on the left when you put your other ones there. And they have numbers too. So today when I use them, I'll be able to tell you exactly which mask I'm using and you won't have to be like, which one was that? So anyway, they come as a bundle. It's $58.50. Was $1.50 away from getting a celebration item. So go, if you just want to spend $60, go over to the Last Chance list. I'm sure you can find something that'll bump you over the $60. But I'm also going to show you today some paper that's on the Last Chance list that went from online exclusive to Last Chance list like very quickly. And both the packages now are $8 and I don't know. Did I write it down? I put it on the list somewhere. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. $8.50 for a pack paper. So it's pretty cheap. So I'll point that out when we get there. So anyway, that's what we're doing. If you came wanting Valentine's treats, we already did it. I gave you like weeks ahead of time to get ready. I went to Walmart this morning. I had to get it's another story, a crock pot to make dog food. It's ridiculous. Anyway, my daughter was like, can you please get candy conversation hearts, which gross, first of all. So I was like, okay. Well, they had consolidated all the Valentine stuff to one aisle and it was like packed. People were in there like last minute. So, to each his own, I guess, whatever. But anyway, we're not doing Valentine's Day. Okay, I'm going to switch you guys around because I have a lot of things to show you. Well, I wouldn't say necessarily a lot of things. We'll see. And I am using a new modem. Hopefully you guys are okay. It's not bad. It's maybe a little bit better. I know a lot of people have been having trouble with Facebook Live in the last couple of weeks. Hopefully we don't run into that. Let me get over to where you guys are so I can see you. we don't really do anything for Valentine's Day, my husband and I. I mean, you know, for one, I don't want to go to a restaurant on Valentine's Day. Forget it. I don't like crowds. I don't want to do that. But my daughter, my youngest daughter, last night said, "What are we doing for Valentine's Day?" And I was like, are we supposed to do something for Valentine's Day? And cutie, she was like, "I just don't want to be by myself on Valentine's Day." So I was like, okay, how about we make homemade pizzas and watch a movie? So that's what we're going to do tonight for Valentine's Day. Do you guys do anything for Valentine's Day? I think most of us are kind of like, oh, you know, like I don't want to go out when it's going to be super crowded. Okay, let me show you a few. Let's see, what do I want to start with? How about we start with the All-Star tutorial? Okay, let me just show you. I have two storybook moment things happening right now, okay? We have the All-Star tutorial PDF, which if you've earned this, I apologize, I haven't sent it. I'm gonna set this aside so when I'm done today, I will send this to everybody who's ordered this month. I'm way behind. So we have the All-Star video class bundle PDF. This is made by 12 different demonstrators. We all put a project together to make 12. And they're all videos. Then we have the Storybook Moments class to go. Two totally different things, totally different projects. In here is the mini album and 6 cards. And here is 12 different projects. This one you can get as a class to go. And if you get the class to go, the PDF is actually part of the class to go. This one also has a video for the mini album. This one you earn for free when you spend $50 or more with me during February. My project is a little chocolate carrot holder. Have you guys seen these? I buy these every year and then I never do anything with them. I finally did something with them because this paper has carrots on it and there's a carrot stamp and a cute bunny, and so it's a little carrot holder. There are cards in here. There are fun folds. Really, this one is amazing. Whoever designed this one, let me see who this is. I mean, it's Cheryl. She's amazing. She did this card that is like, I mean, like over the top incredible. And so she has all these amazing instructions for you in here. But that's just one of 12, okay? If you love the Storybook Moments suite of products, you're going to want this PDF. The PDF has measurements and supply list. The measurements are in imperial, which is inches, those of us in the United States. And then it has metric as well. We put both. And the supply list, so you'll know exactly what we used. And then on the page for each project, there's a QR code and a link where you can go watch the video for each one. And it's fun because you don't have to listen to me the whole time. It's 12 different demonstrators. If you like to hear beautiful accents, some are from Australia, some are from the UK, Europe. So it's fun. It's like a little traveling video tutorials that you get to watch. So this is free. When you spend $50 with me this month, it's free. I gotta put my glasses on, you guys. I can't see anything that you're saying. It's free. Also available in my PDF store for $15. You guys, PDF store is being wonky. I don't know if I think I've mentioned this. Maybe it's on the out. I don't know. But if you have trouble purchasing from my PDF store, just send me an email and I can always just send you an invoice and manually email it to you. But otherwise, it's in my PDF store. After you pay for it, the PDF store emails it directly to you. Check your spam. And if you don't get it, then email me, okay? Okay, I'm going to set this over here so I remember to mail that out before I close up shop today. Okay, let's look at, whoa, my class to go. It doesn't fit in this basket. There's so much stuff. I've already started ordering for this class because the papers are on low inventory. And when the papers are on low inventory, that scares me. Sometimes they come in the next week and sometimes they don't. So sometimes we have to wait. So if you've registered for the Storybook Moments class to go, you are good. I've ordered your things. If you want a spot in the Storybook Moments class to go, order sooner than later, because at some point I may have to turn off registration if the supplies are just, you know, going to be out of stock for months. Hopefully not. There's this fun mini album. This is the main part of the class. There's a video where I show you how to make the album. Okay, you're going to actually make the album. In the class kit, you're going to get all the supplies to make this. This is in the back. This is called a flip flap. This is a new to me thing. This came over from close to my heart, and now we are selling them. Next time, I'm going to do another mini album. in the next couple months, because I really love making mini albums, and it's a good way to use the memory keeping stuff. I'm not really scrapbooking anymore, but I want to use the memory keeping stuff. So anyway, I think I'm going to incorporate those a lot more in our pages, and you can always do that too. So you get in the class kit, it's $99. You're going to get a full pack of the 12 by 12 two-tone cardstock. You'll use half of that for your book and have the other half left over if you want to make another book. You get a full pack of designer series paper, same thing, you'll use half that. And then the sticker sheet, all right? We did use quite a bit of the stickers for the album. And you can always decorate your album, you know, differently than I do. Then when you're done with that album, there are 6 cards. Some of them are fun folds. They're all like multi-layered coloring, Stampin' Blends, or you can even use just the little, you know, little punch outs that come with the paper. You're also going to get a full bolt of ribbon, linen thread, full pack of pearls, and the 6x6 plaid paper, which is on low inventory too. We're using this for Club Create in March. It better come back, or I'm going to have to be redesigning. No, it's not going anywhere, I promise. It might be out of stock for a little while, but it's not sold out. I don't like when you guys say, it's sold out. No, it's not. It's just out of stock. It's coming back, I promise. Sold out is like panic time. Out of stock means, okay, we just have to be patient. They all use the Storybook Friends bundle and the Storybook Garden Patch. These two go really well together. This one is all garden stuff. This is all the little critters, and I use both of them for the mini album and the cards. The mini album mostly uses the little punch outs, the stickers, but there is some stamping in the book. And again, you can do whatever you want. The fun thing about these is that there are little punch outs in the paper, die cuts. So if you're like, I don't feel like coloring today, you just punch out a thing. Or if you're like, I'm watching a movie and I want to color, then you can stamp and color. It's up to you, whichever you want. Okay, so the deadline for this kit is the 20th, February 20th. My goal is to have them in the mail by the 28th. But like I said, if that paper goes out of stock, you know, like until April, then I'll have to turn off registration for the kit. Hopefully it doesn't. It's been very, very popular. Okay, Club Create for March is the Darling Dinos. Oh my gosh, I have colored these dinos like no less than 80 times now. We used them for the birthday bash. That was a lot of coloring. And then this class, we're stamping and coloring too, or this club kit. This has more of a masculine feel, these cards. I'll make a little volcano for that guy. It's 4 cards and a gum gift box. You know, everybody likes gum. Club Create is $45 a month. It comes with roughly $25 in product. You get the 5 projects, a 40-minute video showing all the projects, a step-by-step PDF. And then if you stay in a club for 6 months, you get a $25 product credit. This month, I'm sending 52 product credits out with Club Create kits, which is really exciting. So if you like to get a kit in the mail, it's the easy button. You subscribe, and then you can cancel anytime. If you get one, you're like, this is not for me, cancel, no problem. Or you can just stay in, and every month it comes. And then on your 6th month, I email you and say, hey, let me know what you want. Okay, so that's March. If you are not a current Club Create member, you have until March 7th to subscribe to that kit. Okay? All right, let's talk a little bit about Celebration. Celebration is continuing. I think we're using something Celebration today, and I can't remember what it is. Boy, how quickly I forget. Oh, the Bee Builder Punch. We're using that. Remember the Bee Builder Punch? The little tiny heart, we're using that. So during Celebration, you get something free with every $60 you spend. If you spend $120, you can get 2 items or one of the level 2 items, which are in the back. There are also more items to choose from now online. If maybe you've already ordered and you're like, I don't want anything else from this catalog, check out the things that are on the website. To see what's available, at the top, click Specials, and Celebration, and it'll bring it all up for you to see. Sometimes it's hard to find, but there's some really great stuff in there as well. Remember, the starter kit is $99. You get $125 of product of your choice, plus 2 packages, 2 boxes of Stampin' Write markers of your choice, plus this stamp set, Handmade Designs. I don't have it because I didn't buy a starter kit. It's really good to use with your markers. If you don't want the markers, but you do want the starter kit, you can choose $155 in product for just $99 and free shipping. Free shipping gets me every time. Like if it's free shipping, yeah, I'm probably gonna order. So the starter kit is always free shipping, which is exciting. Okay, you have until the end of February to do that. I have the catalogs here because I want to point out a couple of things. This catalog goes until May 1st. So in April, things will be starting to sell out. Last chance list. The in colors that are leaving usually sell out before, sometimes they sell out before they even release the last chance list. You know, we're doing last chance list differently now. So I don't know, things might hang around a little longer, but the end colors, I don't even know where they are in here. This catalog, I don't know. Here we go. No, is this it? Yes, right here. Okay, end colors, right here. The colors that'll be leaving are copper clay. No, sorry, I hear you yelling. The colors that are, no, yes, it is these. Is it 2025? When did that happen? That's crazy. I was like, no, it's not 2025. Copper clay, wild wheat, boho blue, moody mauve, pebbled path. Pebbled path and copper clay. I love both of those. They're really good. So those will be leaving. So if you don't have ink refills for those colors, make sure you get them. If you haven't got all the matchy things, make sure you get them, okay, before they sell out. Now, here's the mini catalog. Let me just show you real quick where Linked Together is. Almost said LinkedIn. It's not LinkedIn. It's Linked Together. Page 48. I myself had to look up whether this was an online exclusive or a spring catalog product. I couldn't remember. So if you're really struggling, like where things are, don't worry. It's not just you. There's so many amazing things, new things online, new things in the catalog, but this one's in the catalog, page 48. Here, it shows you can do blending. I love those little white flowers. So the stamp set, the dies, and the masks. Sometimes, let's see, is it on the second page too? Sometimes it goes to the second page. No, it's not. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. And I think that's it. But I do have a prize to give away, but let me get a drink. I'm thirsty. Okay, I have a prize. Andrea, the heart, I have your mailing address, Andrea. Thank you for sharing my video. Spring Corners. I think this was what I was giving away last week, right? I had a bunch of stuff stacked up on this shelf over here, and I was like, uh-oh, but I think it's Spring Corners. Andrea, if it was something else, email me and tell me. Otherwise, I will get this out to you in the mail next week. Thank you so much for sharing my video. I really appreciate it. Next week, I'll give away Birthday Celebration. This is what we used for Club Create in January. I love this bundle. If you would like a chance to win it, just share the video and put in the comments that you shared. Go to my blog. Has anybody checked pinkbuckaroo.com? I was going to check before I went live and I did not. The PDF is there. I double checked the measurements this week, but you guys know they're wrong 50% of the time. So don't print it out until I'm done, okay? Because I might need to make corrections. We're going to make 3 things. Supplies, measurements are here. The 3 things I talked about are over here. If you would like the projects for this week, I will send them to you as a make and take kit. Here's last week's kit. You get everything that you need to make the projects minus the stamping. I don't do any stamping or anything that has to do with the dies in the bundle. So I won't cut any of these. But I will cut like circles or banners or whatever. But you'll need the bundle to create the projects just like me. I'm also using another stamp set today called Everyday You and Me, but it's flowers, so you could easily sub that one too. Okay, so you have until Monday at midnight if you'd like to earn the projects for free. I send them for free to anybody who spends $35 or more by Monday at midnight. please use the host code. That's how I know you want the projects. And I cut them on Tuesday and ship them on Wednesday. Okay? Whew. All right. The PDF is there on your blog. Yes, I got it right. Thank you. Thank you for checking, guys. I appreciate it. All right. Let's get started with, I think we'll do this one first. We're going to use all 3 of the components of the bundle on the first project. This is a really fun, uh-oh, that one is missing something. Probably stuck somewhere. Well, I don't want to show you that. That's weird. Where did it go? Here's what it looks like. All right, we're gonna do some masking, and then when you open it up, it has this bridge in here, and then there's the gingham paper. Now, you could write your message on the gingham paper. You could, or you could just put a piece of white back here and write your message here. But I wanted to decorate the inside to make it look pretty too. And I mean, what more do you need but gingham designer series paper? This paper is in our memory keeping section. You get 4 sheets of 3 double-sided designs. And it looks textured. I'm sure you guys can see it. Looks like textured cardstock. Lost Lagoon, Wild Wheat, and Pretty Peacock, and one of the grays. All right, so that's what we're going to use. And there's a coordinating stamp set that goes with it called Everyday You and Me. And funny story, when I designed this card, I didn't know there were dies, so I hand cut the flowers. And I was like, well, okay, fussy cut. And then I saw a beautiful scrapbook page made with it online, and she had all these things cut out. And I was like, okay, wait a minute. There has to be dies. Sure enough, there were dies. So I ordered them. Because, you know, we don't want a fussy cut. We don't want a fussy cut. Okay, well, let's get started. Let's see. Let's make our card first. Oh, I'm also using this little branch right here. If you guys are in Club Create, you might recognize that. This is the Golden Greenery dies, which are actually on the last chance list right now for $15. Let me make sure that price is right. $15.60. So if you don't have these are ones that cut out well, it cuts the stamps, but also cuts out the designer series paper and that vellum, beautiful greenery vellum. So just FYI, it's on the last chance list. All right, we're gonna start. Hello, everybody. If I haven't said hello to you, I'm like zoning in, focusing. Every time I look over at the iPad, it's like a squirrel moment, you know, like, oh, and then I forget what I'm saying. Okay, the first thing that you're gonna need is a Lost Lagoon card base. This is a half a sheet of 8.5 by 11. I cut it at 5.5, scored it at 4 1/4. Now on the front, for these little pieces right here, we're gonna make these 1 1/4 inches. Okay, so get your trimmer, and over here, you can put it to the 1 1/4 inch spot. I have trouble with these these lines. I'm sure you guys do. Reading them, I have to double check and triple check and make sure I've got the right one. I think that's why I use my Simply Scored when I'm scoring, because I can read that a little bit better. All right, so I'm going to put my cutting tool. Make sure I got it in the right place, right at 4 1/4, and I'm going to cut 1 inch, okay, or 1 1/4. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. It's better to start, I think, where you're going to end. That way, hopefully you don't go too far. You know, when I'm scoring this way, sometimes I go too far. I did pretty good. Okay, so there's that. Now, we need grid paper. So let me grab my grid paper over here. And we're going to mask just the middle part, okay? So I've got my Post-it tape. I pre-recorded all these projects. You'll find them on YouTube if you ever want to come back and don't want to have to deal with the Facebook Live issues. I think the quality is better probably on the pre-recorded ones. So this is Post-it tape left over from yesterday. Here's Post-it tape. If you don't have it, I linked it today on today's blog post from Amazon. You need it. We do have masking paper, but I will say our masking paper is a lot stickier than the Post-it tape. You can use it. In fact, I encourage you to try it. I just prefer Post-it tape. You know, it's a matter of preference. All right, fold these in, fold it down like this, and then let's just tape this down. And then I've got some regular Post-it notes here. I'm going to completely mask off this top part of the card like that, okay? All right, then let's see, what mask did I use? I believe I used 3 and, let me see. I know I used this one, which is 4, and I believe we used this one, which is 2, so I was completely wrong. Let's make sure. Nope. Let's see, 1 is skinnier. Did I use 1? No, I think I did use 2. It doesn't matter, they'll all work. Let's use 2. All right, and notch on the left side. I'm gonna put it down here so that my whole piece is inside the mask. Make sure it's straight. Is my paper straight? Yes. Okay, now let's make sure the mask is straight. Move it over a little bit. Okay, and then just tape it down. I'm gonna use Lost Lagoon and a blending brush. This is a small blending brush. Do you guys prefer the small blending brush or the large blending brush? Honestly, I don't know. If I had to choose, I don't think I could choose because I like them both. And I just grab the first one that I see usually. The smaller one, definitely you're adding less color. If you use a bigger one, you have more, I think you have more color. All right, so there we go. Lost Lagoon on Lost Lagoon. Then we're gonna take Pretty Peacock and we're gonna take mask number 4. All right, and this one is just like half. It's gonna color in half of our triangles. I mean our diamonds, okay? So I'm gonna line it up. And I'm going to, you like them both too, Stacy? Joyce, you like the small ones? I feel like the small ones, my hands hurt less, but I don't know why that would be. Do I have this, why does this feel like I don't have it lined up right? Maybe I did use the other mask last time. I don't know. Let's see. It doesn't really matter. It'll come out good. Now, Pretty Peacock is pretty strong of an ink. It's darker. So make sure you run off a little bit over here. Plus, when you set your, when you first set your blending brush down, you always get that hard swirl. So do that over on your grid paper first. All right. Who knows? Let's see. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. All right. Lost Lagoon is greener, definitely in Pretty Peacock. That looks very different than my original. I think I might have had too much green on my blending brush, but I don't know. I like it. It looks good. Is it exactly the same? No. Is that okay? Sure. It doesn't matter. Okay. Play around. I really do like the one that does the little flowers. You could do the little flowers on there too. All right. Susan, you do need to get them out. They are fun. They are fun. It's a little messy. And it's almost like an experiment. Like you never know what you're going to end up with. You never know until it's done. You're like, oh, sometimes you like it. Sometimes you're like, trash. No thanks. At least that's how I am. Okay, we're going to take 1-inch strips of that paper. And we're going to put it here like this. Okay. Then we're going to make that little bridge. And I've got a piece of basic white and a piece of Lost Lagoon. All right, and I'm actually going to adhere it onto the bridge part, onto the little side parts before I do my stamping, just so that I know exactly where I need to do the stamping in the center. So we're just going to adhere it onto these pieces right here. That feels a little high, but oh well. Oh well, that's fine. Let's do Pretty Peacock. We're gonna do 2 stamps. A Lifetime of Love. Okay, that's Pretty Peacock. And then Wishing You in Lost Lagoon. So it's a wedding card. All right, now let's get, my favorite piece out, the gingham. And we're gonna put that on the inside. Okay, so now we've got the main construction of our card. Now I've cut out the diamond from the back side of this paper, and where did I put that paper? Let me show you. Depending on where you cut it out from, your diamond is gonna look different. So I did it like from right here. You might have more blue, might have, so it just depends. Just depends. All right, so we've got that and we've got that. We've got to do our stamping. We're going to stamp. I should have closed these. We're going to stamp the large flower in Lost Lagoon. All right. And we're going to do the small flower and Pretty Peacock. Ooh, that did not turn out good. Let's do that again. Let's try again. That's gonna do. I think my ink pad's pretty juicy. Pretty juicy, but it's fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine. I got new cutting plates a few days ago, and look, already. Can you guys tell by looking at my cutting plates what we're gonna use next week? Can you guys see? I don't know if you can see it. Oh yeah, I think you can. It's the butterfly. We're gonna do butterflies next week. I started playing with that butterfly bundle. The only problem is the stamp set is out of stock, but it's supposed to be back next week. And let's see what I do with those dies. Did I put them over here? I did not. Right here. And then the actual die and embossing folder are on back order until the following week. So hopefully, because I don't like to show you guys things you can't order. Hopefully they will be back by then because I've got some cute projects planned. Okay, you just have to keep turning this. I think I had it right. And now I'm like, there we go. All right, what else did we need? Did we need to cut something else out? No, we've got everything else. All right, carefully. Yes, you guys could see the butterfly, and it's a really fun butterfly set. The die set has a card front die where you can cut a butterfly shaped card front, which is really cool. I don't think we've ever had that before. So stay tuned for next week. Have you guys had snow? I know a lot of people had snow days this week. We did not. Nope, that's wrong. Let's turn it around. We had very hot weekend, like close to 90. And then yesterday and today, I think yesterday we didn't get out of the 40s, and it was very windy. So, we're dying down here in the south. But I know a lot of you had some big snow. Next week we might have something. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to jinx it. Okay, so we've layered those. Then we're going to get the gold twisted thread, which I know it's out of stock. Hopefully you already have it. If not, use your linen thread. In a snow globe, a little less than 5 inches, 3 to 4 overnight, snowing in Minnesota. Wow. Lisa, James Avery. It's James Avery. It's a Texas jeweler, but you can order online. And my husband actually bought me something really beautiful from there for Valentine's Day. And it was too small. The ring was too small. So I went today to get the right size. I just picked up my glue dots and it left dots on my desk like that. 5 dots. Anyways, my sweet hubby went to James Avery and bought all 3 of the girls a little ring. And then he bought me something too. So, wow. Good job, hubby. My daughter actually told him, Daddy, I want a ring from James Avery for Valentine's Day. We're not going to use a many-dimensional. I'm like, you know what? If that's the way you got to get things done, then that's the way you got to get things done. He could have said no. He could have said no. Sometimes they just need a little push. This is the gold foil heart cut with the bee builder punch. Okay. All right, let's put that on here. Where are my dimensionals? Snowpocalypse complete with 100. What? Oh, that's terrible. Oof. Oh, hey, Nicole, I'm so glad that I see you on here. The discussion we were having via email has worked itself out and we don't need to worry about it. All plans are a go. All right, so very, very good. Happy to report. We were worried about having to reschedule a meeting, and now we don't have to because my daughter's art show is actually further down the road. So we're good. We're good. Okay, so there's your card. Now, last thing, you know, because I can't leave well enough alone, let's add a few gems. I mean, it is a wedding card, right? Come on. Come on, guys. Just pick up when I want you to pick up. There we go. How about we just do 3? All right. Would you guys call this a bridge card? I would, right? As a bridge card. I like it. It's fun. I saw this type of card made somewhere. I can't even remember where. And I don't even think it was a Stampin' Up! Card. And I was like, yes, we are making that card. Very cute. Thanks, guys. Yes, Nicole, you're coming down to Texas. Awesome. Well, I can't guarantee it'll be warm. We have been very cold lately. Well, maybe compared to what you've had. I don't know. All right, next, let me move these things out of the way. This is my favorite project of the day. All right, now we're going to make a card. See, this card is missing the whole little, oh, here it is. It's on the other tray. Okay. We're going to make a whole nother fun fold card. But I don't know what this is called. I'm calling it a stair step card, but I don't think that's the right, I don't think that's the right name for this. Is that the right name? See how it's like this? I don't know. But we made something similar to this many years ago. I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, it opens up like this. And look, I even got real fancy on the inside for us. Now, this is the paper that is on the last chance list, Refreshed Beauty. And it's called Refreshed because they had this print, this pack of paper, same prints in a different color scheme a few years ago. It was like kind of moody, dark, like Blackberry Bliss. And now it's in my favorite bright colors, which is weird. The green is kind of a weird combination, but like the green and pink go great. The orange and pink go great. It's Flirty Flamingo, Peach Pie. But look, they put all 3 together, so you can make it work. But of course, we're going to use the pinks and the oranges. And you know, next week we have a pink and orange card too. I really like pink and orange. All right, so very bright on, look at this one. I mean, come on, so cute. On the last chance list, $8.50, I believe. But I made a second version for those of you that don't like the brights. Here's a second version. This one uses another set of paper that's on the last chance list. The Serene, I wrote it down. Where's my paper? Well, now I've lost the paper. Serene something. Garden? I don't know, but look, it's in Lost Lagoon and Night of Navy. It's exactly the same, just a different color. All right, we're gonna make this one. This one has a lot of pieces. It's not difficult at all, but it has a lot of pieces. So I made sure to list them there for you. Lisa, yeah, the 3 together is a little much for me, but used independently of each other, like this one doesn't have any green on it, right? So if you use the green and the pink together, they would work really well together too. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is get a Flirty Flamingo card base. This time I cut my paper at 4 1/4, scored it at 5 1/2. Then you're going to get a piece of Peach Pie, cut it 10 3/4 by 4, scored it 2 3/4 and 5 1/2, and you're going to fold it like this. All right, and we're going to adhere this to the Flirty Flamingo card base. Right, like that. Okay, so that is how your card stands up. See how that goes? Okay, now let's look at all the paper. We've got to do some die cutting, so we'll do that. But let's do, yeah, we probably should do all the die cutting first and then we can put it all together. Okay, that's what we'll do. Okay. We're gonna need one of the banners, so let's do, the only stamp in this whole beautiful card is the sentiment. Just a note. I'm going to do it right here. Okay, let me grab cut and emboss machine. Just a note. Thank you. Thinking of you. Happy birthday. It could be anything, really, guys, in my opinion. Okay, so now let's use the dies. We're going to cut out these 4 flowers from Flirty Flamingo. We're going to cut that out with that banner. And then we're going to do the 2 stems from Basic White. Now I feel like I'm going to need some Post-it tape because this guy is already like warped a little bit. There we go. Okay, run it through. I love the bright colors too, Mary Ellen. Yes, I am a brights girl for sure. I do other colors, but if I have to choose, I'm gonna go brights. All right, so we're gonna get these out of here. Okay. And then we're gonna get this one out of here, and don't throw this piece of paper away with your label stuck to it. Ask me how I know. All right, let's move that. I don't think we need that anymore, so I'm gonna move that over here. Okay, so we've got all of our pieces. Oh, did we cut the diamond just when I said I didn't need it anymore? I need it. We gotta cut the diamond from this paper. Okay, and if you cut it, you're gonna need a 1/2 inch strip right here like this. So cut it over on the side if you have a piece that's 4 inches. And this looks a little more than 4 inches, but you want to, conserve, because I hate that it, it leaves a scrap like that, because you can't really do much. I mean, I guess if you're cutting more of them, you could fit them in like that, but anyhow, just be cognizant of your scraps. All right. Now, we're going to take our flowers. Let's get them all poked out like that. And let's start with our glue right here. This would have been a good time to use the adhesive sheets, but I'm sure like many of you, you forget before you cut it. And then you're like, well, might as well use it, because you have to put the adhesive sheet on before you cut it. And then it just turns it into a sticker, so you don't have to worry about this glue getting on everything. Okay, there we go, like that. Let's see, now let's get dimensionals. And we're gonna put 1 flower here. Now you can see the dimensionals through the flower, but don't worry. I've got a solution for that. These are cute flowers. They've got a cute little shape. And right there. And then we're gonna take this and flip that over, and we're gonna get some mini dimensionals. Thanks, Annie, I appreciate it. She's pretty good. She's really coming into her own now. I can see her just painting just for the fun of it. Now she's not, like working on assignments and stuff. She's just flowing with ideas. She's getting ready. She has a senior art show coming up at the end of the semester, and she's handing out her business card to shops, trying to get mural commissions. I mean, she's just really, she's She's amazing, amazing to us. All right, these are Dots for Days. I have a lot of remnant pieces. That's why it's a little, see, I have a whole thing right here because we've used them for kits. And so I have the little ones left. That's why it looks like that. But usually when you order it, it has 4 colors. All right, so we've got all that together. So we covered up the dimensional with the Dots for Days. Now let's get all of our pieces. Let's start on the inside. Why not? You've got this. That's an interesting color combo too. I don't know how I feel about that one, but I do love this one. So we've got a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of, you know, I knew I was gonna do that. I cut my pieces out of the piece that was supposed to go in the middle of this instead of that. So, but you know what, I've got, where's that piece? I wonder if I could cut that down. Let's see, can we cut it down? No, we're gonna need a new piece. All right, let's cut it. 2 3/4 by 4. So let me cut that. That looks really narrow. No, that's about right. 2 3/4 by 4. I don't know, this feels too small. It feels a little small, doesn't it? Oh well. We've already cut, so we're going for it. All right, we're gonna put that right there. And then we're gonna take this little piece. Remember I told you you're gonna need a little 1/2 inch strip. And that's gonna go over here. Like, you know what, I'm gonna go down because we're gonna cover up the top of it. I made mine too short. But I cut out the smallest banner from the Nested Essential Dies. Okay, and then we've got 1 heart left. You know, that die cuts out 4 hearts, flowers, I mean, 4 flowers. So we're gonna put that 4th one right there. We'll get another Dots for Days. That's a cute name for those, Dots for Days. So there's the inside. Right now for the outside, this piece right here is one of those where, let me grab it so you can see. One of those pieces where, you know, long scrapbook page like this, it would be pretty, but you can also get like 6 card fronts out of it. So that's what I did. And we will put that one right there. And then we're gonna take this, the soft, beautiful chevron, put that on the front, and then we're gonna get our matchy-matchy peach pie ribbon. Look, it's exactly the right color. Peach pie cardstock, peach pie ribbon, do I have enough? Peach pie ink, peach pie dots. I mean, there's everything in every color. Well, that's an exaggeration, but every color has cardstock and ink. Most colors also have markers, ribbon, embellishments, pattern paper, all the things you could want. All right, there we go. There's that. Last but not least, we're gonna put this on here. And we're just gonna do the bottom half. Like that. All right, and there is your cute little card. Your stair step, guys? Is it called stair step? I don't know. It's a different kind of stair step than I usually think of. All right. All right, so now let me ask you. This or that? Maybe I should do it this way. This or that? Tell me in the comments. This or that? Which one do you prefer? Let's look at the insides. I don't know. I really like the inside of that one too. This or that? Tell me in the comments. Thanks. I'm glad you guys like it. I like that one too. I didn't photograph very well. I was having a hard time getting a good photograph of it. Okay, one more. And this one's a treat box, of course. We're gonna have a treat box. That, you like this, that. Oh, we're getting more that's. Where are my brights, people? Come on, where are you? Peach pie, okay, good. That, but this is pretty amazing too. Thanks, Nicole. Very diplomatic answer. Okay, y'all can keep voting. Let me show you my next project. I was at Walmart, and our Walmart now has this long walkway up to the register that is filled with candy. And this one caught my eye. I've never seen it before. Harkin, the crunchy one. It says 75% less sugar, no sugar added, 40% fewer calories, prebiotic, fiber, plant-based. So you know what that means? It's healthy. Healthy. Outside this, inside that. Oh, I see what you're saying, Mom. You like the outside of this one and the inside of that one. Yeah, I know. Maybe I should mix them up. Anyways, have you guys seen this? The reason I loved it and the reason why it caught my eye is because it's exactly our azure afternoon, right? Look, I mean, it's the exact color. So of course I had to make it. I don't know, Nancy. I don't know. I didn't test it. I only bought 3. I'll test it and I'll let you know, okay? I mean, that's kind of my question too. But you know what? Who cares? It's pretty. Who cares? It's pretty. Okay, let's, oh, I wanted to show you also. Look at, I kind of turned it into a kite, the diamond. And it wasn't my initial plan, but I pulled out this paper. You know, if you go on the Stampin' Up! Website, under the drop down, there's a thing that says shop by, and then under that it says color. And so all their colors will come up and you can say, okay, show me everything that's Azure Afternoon in the store. That's how sometimes I find like, okay, which embellishments am I going to use? Which paper am I going to use? And this new Everyday Skies paper came up. This is 2 packs because I've used a bunch of it. But I want you guys to look at this paper if you haven't looked at it already. It's hand painted. It looks like a canvas. It looks textured. And it's skies, clouds, just beautiful. I'm going to do something with this paper, I think a class kit, because I love it. And then the backs, you know, are more neutral. This one's like a stripe. But so many of these would work for what we're doing. Now the night sky, yeah, the night sky is pretty cool too. I wish you guys could see the texture on this paper. It's not textured, but it looks like it is. So anyways, this is an online exclusive. So check it out. 6x6. This one right here, I love this one. Look at that one. Makes me think of summer, you know, like when the, I don't know, when the sun is up late and you have those late sunsets. Okay, so that's how I decided which paper I was going to use to go with our Azure Afternoon. All right, let me get my Simply scored and we'll make the box. We're going to add a little bit of pattern with our masks on the box. Thanks, Carol, for sharing. I appreciate it. All right, let's see if I typed my instructions right. 6x7. We're going to start with the short side and we're going to do 3/4 of an inch, 2 3/4, 3 1/2, and 5 1/2. Now, when you do that, this is 3/4 and 3/4, the 2 sides. You have a 1/2 inch panel right here. That's where we're going to put our adhesive. So keep that in mind. That's a little bit smaller than that one. All right, then turn it and you're going to do 3/4 and 6 1/4. Yay, my instructions were right this week. Hooray. Hooray. All right, now before we do anything else, we're going to add some pattern to it. Let me get my grid paper. This time I'm not going to be real precise. I'm going to take it, let's see which one I'm going to use. I think we'll use, I don't know. What did I use last time? It looks like maybe I used, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm giving it that much. Who cares? All right. This is mask number 1. Okay. This time I have the larger blending brush too. First thing that I grabbed. All right. Azure Afternoon ink, Azure Afternoon cardstock. And I'm just going to kind of add a little bit just randomly. Okay. Just, you know, here, just a little bit here, a little bit there. And I'm specifically focusing on the corners because that's really all you're going to see. Oh, look, I didn't run it on the grid paper and I left a hard mark. Aye. Oh, well, we'll make that the back. All right, and then just a little, you know, just adding a little interest. All right. Okay, now get your bone folder. Do I have a bone folder? There we go. It kind of does, doesn't it? Joan says it looks like reptile skin. Hey, that gives me an idea. Ooh, right? You could totally make a reptile card. I have to keep that in mind. Okay, so you've burnished the lines. Now, get your scissors. Remember the 1/2 inch? I'm going to turn it over here so we're not distracted by the pattern. This, remember the last section we scored was 1/2 inch. So on that section, you're going to cut off the corners, and I'm just going to go in a little bit at an angle there. And then we're going to cut off the corners, a little bit of an angle. All right, and then you just snip, snip, snip these other score lines. Right, try to stay right in the center of the score line, which is not easy to do. I linked these candy bars on Amazon, but again, you might find them at your Walmart. I noticed on Amazon there was a purple one too, really pretty purple. So if I find the purple one, we might have to make a, a holder for that. Alligator purse card, Lisa, that's a cute idea. All right, put your tear and tape on the 1/2 inch section. And if you've done your scoring correctly, then you should be able to fold that over and fold that over, and it lines up perfectly like that. Okay, make this your back side. So we're gonna adhere one end closed. So fold in your sides, your back, and then the front tab you want to be last, so that it'll all have nice rounded edges. Okay. And then let's put our candy bar inside. It's healthy. You know, I am a little hungry. Maybe I'll give it a try afterwards. All right, you know what? Didn't I have another bolt? Yes, let's see. This one, I don't know if I was gonna have enough on here. This is the ribbon that I'm obsessed with. This, I mean, I think so. Maybe not. Let's see. This is the Petal Pink Scalloped Border Ribbon. No, I think it's just a tad short. That's all right. I have a scrap drawer. We'll put it in and we'll use it for something. All right. And I'm going to tie the bow down towards the bottom. Okay. I didn't adhere the other end. That way our recipient can just untie the bow and not tear apart our beautiful snake-skinned box. Okay. All right, now I have, did I not cut the triangle out? I thought I was done with the cut and emboss machine. Apparently, I was wrong. Let's see, let's get it. Bring it back. Now, where did I put the stack of paper? That's the other question. Right here. Let me get, and we're gonna cut that out with our diamond. Okay, like that. No snake scale, I know. My husband, it was really warm here last weekend. And my husband was looking on Facebook. He said, oh, the snakes are back out. Because, you know, when it gets warm, they come out. I'm like, oh, God, no. No, no, no. Okay. We're going to put our little kite, what I think looks like a kite, right there. I got that bow like that right over the bottom. Let's go up a little bit like that. Then, you know, I couldn't decide Calypso Coral or Pumpkin Pie. I think Pumpkin Pie is the better choice. Once I stamped Calypso Coral, I was like, well, maybe that's not even Calypso Coral in there because it didn't look like it went very well. So I'm going to do Pumpkin Pie. Enjoy. And we're going to put that right in the middle. And then we'll get our clouds. We used these last week too. These are the bright skies. You probably can't tell, but I put the dimensional on the back Oh well. Or I put it on the front, so now it's backwards. All right, there we go. Now, again, because I can't leave ONF alone, let's add some Petal Pink low profile dots. Okay, I'm gonna have to get my take your pick tool like I should and see if I can get these to pick up. There we go. Let's use a couple of little ones. And let's do another one down here. And there you go, guys. What do you think? Spring is just around the corner. I mean, kind of, for some of us. All right, you guys, there we go. Link together. Like I said at the beginning, if you didn't hear me say at the beginning, this bundle, it comes as a bundle. You can buy the pieces separately, but they work separately really well. You know, like the flower dies that I showed you a minute ago, those probably wouldn't work so well by themselves. You need the stamps. But these you can use on lots of things without any stamps. And then these, of course, are sentiments. And then, of course, the masks, you know, you can use on anything. Oh, I have bonus cards to show you too. Yesterday's bonus card was this one right here. Okay. There's a little Moody Mauve for those of you that aren't Brights fans. And then we've got this one. This will be next week. A little brighter. There's that fun plaid paper that I love. And then these were mine that I was really playing around with the masks and the lattice. I used the celebration paper that's proving to be really popular. You guys are choosing that Blooms, Irresistible Blooms paper a lot. So I wanted to use some of that. Again, orange. I've been using a lot of orange, but of course there's my pink as well. These will be on the blog next week for you to look at, okay? Alrighty, well, that's it. We are done. Let's take a look at what we did. Here's our first card, the bridge, and then the this or that fun fold, and then the treat box. Remember, if you like these and you want them as a kit, a project kit, I will send them to you for free with a minimum $35 order, and it has to be placed by Monday at midnight. Please use this postcode. All right, that's it. You guys stay warm wherever you're at, and I will see you next Friday with butterflies, okay? All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.